Okay, so there you got the Finance Ministry of the Czech Republic. I'm walking down, what's this place called? Got a huge great big wall on this side from some historic edifice with no windows, because if there had been any windows they'd have chucked people out of them, it being Prague. So instead of windows they've got these holes too small, too thin to chuck anybody out of, other than somebody who's so thin that they're probably going to die anyway. And this street, I came from this Augustine Hotel, which is part of this whole business built behind that. On that side you've got the Royal Palace Hotel with its flickering neon, not quite the level that you expect from such a prestigious address. These are all Czech government buildings really on that side, I think Parliament and stuff like that behind that, hence the very, very tall walls, not the sort of thing you'd jump over. And what we're seeing here now is actually on this camera a better shot of the sky and everything than the one which I'm seeing with my eyes. That sky is pretty full of pretty deep clouds. So what's going to happen shortly now, I think, is that am I going to get squashed between the wall and this tram? No, that didn't happen, which is good. I like it when that fails to happen. But there you see, I can see, looking at the screen of this, the light capturing qualities of this are really amazing, because I think that it looks darker to my eyes when I just look down there than what I can see of it when I'm looking on the screen. So the screen's giving me a brighter image of what's going on down there than my natural eyes, which is quite something for a camera. And I do think that sky is heralding a quite sizable possible rainstorm. Some light down the middle of the street at the end of that's very bright, isn't it? At the end of the street seems to be some lutovani, or whatever you call it, welding. So we'll look for the word welding. You shouldn't look at a welding iron, by the way. The bright light, I don't know if it's phosphorus or something, or magnesium, or some kind of metallic salt burning light that comes off it when the heat is being made to weld two pieces of metal together. That's so bright that people around have to wear special light darkening masks, or it will simply burn out their retinas. And you don't want to look at it even from quite a distance. So I have to work out now how I'm going to get past it without looking at it. Effectively I'm going to have to half close my eyes and keep looking at the floor until I get past it. It could also damage the camera, couldn't it? So I think I'll turn off and put it back in my pocket. Right, I'm pretty much past it now. I think that I'm out of danger to my retinas. I don't want them falling off or anything like that. My mother had that happen to her. Believe you me, it's not something that I would relish, and I felt ever so bad for her. But she got a detached retina, did my mum, and I thought she was very brave to even go under the knife, because I can tell you, if there's one thing that bugs me, it's the idea of having my eyes operated on. I don't like the idea of that at all. I could probably take it up into most other parts of my body, but the idea of having to the eyes is something that's kind of very about that I really can't get over it. My mother had to put up with it happening to her. So the operation was a success. It just goes to show they can do amazing things with eyes. I'm not knocking the eye mending industry. All I'm saying is that I find it's something that I'm a little bit afraid to have to undergo. So I don't want to look at anything that might cause my retina to sort of come off, because that's not something I want to have happen if I can help it. And I've been waiting around for this thing to turn to green for ages, and when it does finally turn, it doesn't last long, and there's me racing home to be ahead of the rainfall which seems about to happen, and it's not doing many favours. I have to wait ages for a red light to turn green. Anyway, this is Maneshov Most again, which viewers would have seen before, so I'm not making a big issue of this. I was at the International Business Forum's gala evening. The sky up ahead there looks absolutely filthy, and I think this is really only a question of minutes now before the downpour happens. So what I'm exactly going to do with that, I haven't really worked out yet. Maybe I'm going to try that trick of jumping on a tram and trying to go from tram to tram until I can find one that will get me home. Just have to see what happens. There we go. Prague at night under a filthy sky. But the air is lovely. I've got a bit of a sore throat, which is not good, because that's my Achilles heel. We'll have to see what happens with that. Charles Bridge over there with all its nice arches. Okay.